Shattered Magic. Darkness Summons Book 4. By Ciara Graves. Chapter 1. Okay, Sophia said, running a hand through her shoulder-length hair. This is fine. This is totally okay. Sophia. No, this is normal, she insisted, waving her hand as if she could swipe my words away in thin air. I'm sure I can find something about this in my journal. Sophia. Like, this has definitely happened before, I bet, Sophia nodded, mostly to herself. She started frantically flipping through the leather-bound notebook that she brought with her from Metalshire. Kai was quiet. In fact, he'd been quiet ever since we left the shore. Once the bodies of the dark sirens dissolved and were absorbed by the ocean, it seemed as though his ability to form full sentences went with them. Part of me didn't blame him. After all, he'd just watched me kill 15 people with my brain. Well, not people. Monsters. The terrible demonic beasts that dragged themselves up out of the depths of the sea, with their sole intent being to destroy everything in their path for the sake of taking me prisoner. Up until about an hour ago, I'd never seen more than a few dark sirens at once. No one really knew how many there were, but I'd just made sure that at least a dozen of them wouldn't return home tonight. Okay. So can you just describe to me again what you did? Sophia asked me, so focused on the handwritten pages in front of her that she could barely spare me a backward glance. We'd been in this hotel room for less than an hour, stumbling into the first inn we could find on the outskirts of Edinburgh. Sophia had waited for me and Kai in the cafe across the street. She hadn't sat down once since leaping up from the table by the windows and scrambling outside with wide eyes and 1,000 questions on her lips. I sat down on the end of the bed, too mentally and physically weak from the amount of power that my mass murder just required for me to do much more than stare blankly into space and offer half-hearted responses to Sophia and her nervous energy. Even though Kai didn't have to do much during our altercation with the dark sirens, he appeared to be in a similar stupor. Do I have to? I responded to Sophia. Yes, please, Sophia nodded. If you say it out loud one more time, maybe it'll jog my memory a little bit more. I don't know how to describe it in a way that will make sense to you, I shrugged. There's a connection between sirens, light and dark. It's tangible, like a thread. From what I've experienced, sirens can strengthen the threads and pool their power. That's what they were doing. I could just tell their fates were knotted together. But how could you tell? Sophia interrupted, her tone unemotional.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?